Hello and welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Emily Empar, and this video is going to guide you through a heart and hip opening, relaxing yet strengthening Hatha flow. Let's settle in, getting grounded and comfortable, closing your eyes and tuning into the breath. Relaxing your jaw and taking a deep inhale through the nose and a full exhale through the mouth. Taking a deep cleansing breath in and a full cleansing breath all the way out through the belly, letting it fully expand. Taking one more full deep cleansing breath with the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the belly, filling out the belly into your palm, feeling the chest rise on your inhale and the belly expand on the exhale. Leaving behind the worries or the to-dos of the day and calling your awareness back to the present moment, tuning deeper into your senses. Taking a second to set an intention for today's practice. Sending away all thoughts that do not serve your practice today, just like a cloud floating away from you. Noticing where you're holding tension in the body and bringing the hands to the knees with the palms facing up, open to receiving divine insight and guidance throughout your practice today. Softening your fingertips, relaxing the palms, with the knowledge that the hands are the extensions of the heart. Keep yourself open to receiving new insights around love in all of its forms throughout this practice. Inhaling your intention, bringing your arms up overhead, palms come together in prayer at heart center. Cancel, clear, and delete any obstacles, challenges, or distractions to your path today. Anchoring focus, presence, strength, and peace. Taking a full inhale, letting it be so, and exhale, placing the palms on the knees. Let's begin to bring the chin to the chest and rock the neck and head from side to side, letting go of any pain or tension in the neck. Moving your neck with your breath from side to side. And then placing your right palm to the left side of your face, rolling the left shoulder away from the ear before settling into stillness. Feeling that deep stretch all along from the left ear, down the neck, into the left shoulder. Deepening your inhale and extending your exhale. And slowly beginning to alternate to the opposite side. Wiggling your right shoulder away from your ear before settling into stillness. Sitting up tall, feeling that deep stretch down the right side of the neck and throat. Beginning to bring yourself around in a big circle, moving your neck and head and your entire body with you, settling into our first somatic exercise of the practice, releasing the day and letting the belly relax over the thighs. Moving in the opposite direction, big circles around, keeping yourself firmly grounded and keeping the eyes soft or even closed, focusing on the feeling before bringing yourself back into center. Let's inhale the arms up overhead and exhale, plant the palms on the ground, shifting forward into your tabletop position. Starting to bring yourself into cat pose, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Exhale to cow, bringing the face forward. Inhaling to cat. And then exhale, dropping the belly down to cow. One more time. Inhaling to cat. And exhale to cow. Starting to rock forward over the wrists and exhaling the glutes down to the heels, waking up the spine and flowing with your breath back and forth, Starting to bring yourself down into a child's pose, bringing the glutes down to your heels, knees as wide as your mat, bringing the third eye space in between the brows down to the mat, connecting to your intuition and allowing your intuition to be your guide. Increasing deep self-trust with every inhale and letting go of self-doubt with every exhale. Taking this moment to be held and supported by the earth beneath you, to release anything that may feel heavy, anything that may not be serving your heart. Beginning to shift into rabbit pose, taking the space 2 inches above your hairline down to the ground, and then bringing the glutes off of the heels, interlacing the fingers and shimmying the shoulder blades together as you bring the arms straight up to the sky like rabbit ears. Boosting circulation and releasing tension in between the shoulder blades. Taking a deep, invigorating inhale and exhale, bringing yourself back up, reaching your right arm to the sky as you take your left fingertips to your left heel, pressing your pelvis and hips forward in a modified camel pose. Shining the heart forward, inhaling both arms to the sky, and then exhale, planting the hands back down in front of you to your child's pose. Noticing the shift, softening and giving yourself a little more patience and a little more grace with whatever you may be feeling in this moment. Beginning to shift yourself forward once again, coming over to the opposite side, bringing the right hand down to the right heel as the left arm reaches to the sky or even to the low back. Again, continuing to press the pelvis and the hips and heart towards the top of your mat, feeling that stretch in the quads and the opening of the heart space as you sweep both arms up to the sky and exhale, coming up into your downward facing dog, curling the toes under and pushing the mat away from you. Bending into your right knee as you keep the left leg straight, feeling that deep stretch of the hamstring, down behind that left knee, into that left calf, and all the way down into the ankle. Alternating to the opposite side, straightening out the right leg and bending the left knee. And again, really connecting to that feeling from the glute into the hamstring, behind the knee, into the calf and the ankle. Beginning to straighten out both legs, looking forward to the top of your mat, jumping or stepping to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, breathing in your intention, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to heart center, grounding your toes. With an inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead and opening up to a letter T shape on your right side, bending the right knee, and maybe even bringing the leg off the ground and taking your left hand on the inside of the knee in your twist. To further this pose, you could even hold on to the toes and extend the leg, looking over your right shoulder. Whether you choose to bend the knee or extend the leg, or even just keep your right toes on the ground, you're still balancing here. Let's step back into a high lunge with both the feet in alignment with the hips. Left knee over left ankle, breathing deeply into that left quad with a full inhale and a deep exhale. Sweeping the arms down, right hand to the floor in alignment with that right foot, left arm to the sky. And again, the foot and the hand is in alignment with the right shoulder, as wide as the mat, opening up that left side of the chest, looking at the left fingertips. From your easy twist, you can take that left arm down to the ground and start to take one step forward with the right foot, shifting your weight back into pyramid pose, draping the belly over the thighs, or maybe even using blocks here, or taking your hands to your hips. Both legs are straight, and again, modifying and listening to your body as needed. Breathing deeply into the hamstrings and relaxing the belly completely. Beginning to look forward and stepping up Taking your time coming into half moon, bringing that right hand off of the ground, opening up the chest, and maybe even looking towards the fingertips. Keeping your left foot firmly planted, curling the toes into the ground, and flexing that right foot, or even keeping the toes active and pointed. Defying gravity. Slowly sweeping that leg down, bending into the knees, sweeping both arms up, standing into your mountain pose, palms to heart center. Keeping your toes firmly planted, and then beginning to draw up that left knee, pointing the toes, opening up to the left side, extending the left arm. And again, you can either keep the hand on the knee or even extend the leg when you feel comfortable, only taking what you can maintain. Remember this off of your mat as well. Take what you can maintain and then build upon it from a firm and grounded foundation. Only when you feel stable, start to sweep that leg back, coming into your high lunge, adjusting your stance, breathing into the quads. Taking a full inhalation and a deep exhalation. Maintaining tall posture, keeping your core engaged, sweeping the hands down, left palm to the ground, right arm opens up to the sky, lifting the chest, feeling that deep twist in the hips and the spine. Bending generously into your knee, keeping it stacked on top of that right ankle. Breathing in more self-love and more confidence. And exhale, planting the hand down, taking one step forward with your left foot, shifting the weight back into pyramid pose. And again, modifying accordingly here, maybe even taking the hands to the hips or using blocks. Otherwise, draping the belly over the thighs and taking the hands by the feet. And if you need to modify further, you can keep a slight bend in the knees, but we want to keep the legs as straight as possible to really feel that deep stretch in the hamstrings. Looking forward, taking your time floating that left leg off the ground, keeping your right palm to the ground or to the block, reaching that left hand to the sky in your half moon. And remember, this is just a practice, so if you do fall out, just keep coming back to it and it'll begin to feel natural over time. Some days are better than others for balance, but patience is key. Patience is what unlocks bigger rewards. Let's come to forward fold and sway gently from side to side, maybe even nodding your head yes or no, holding on to opposite elbows. Thinking about letting go. With an inhale, root to rise, palms come back to heart center. Connecting more deeply to your toes, start to lift your heels, finding your place of balance, and start to bend your knees while keeping the heels lifted, finding your center of gravity, coming into a toe stand, shifting your weight on top of your ankles, maybe even finding a better position to modify by bringing the knees down to the ground. Curling the toes under, sitting on your heels with the palms either together behind your back or in front of the chest. With the palms behind your back, opening up the chest more, with deep cleansing breaths all the way in, detoxing all the internal organs connected to your feet. Full inhales and powerful exhales. Taking one more deep cleansing breath here. And exhale, coming to tabletop, tapping the tops of your feet, releasing any tension from that toe stand. And then starting to slow them down in 3, in 2, in 1. Beginning to float the right arm up to the sky. Opening up the chest, that left wrist is underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, thread the needle underneath that left shoulder, and then exhale, opening to the sky once again, working on the thoracic spine. Inhale underneath, Exhale, increasing your range of motion, looking at your fingertips the entire time. And then taking the hand behind you, looking over the shoulder. We'll start to extend that left foot into a lunge, bringing your left elbow against the knee and drawing the right leg further back. Maybe even coming into the bind, looking over that left shoulder. You could either reach the hand underneath that left leg or keep that hand in front of the foot to modify. Again, focusing on the chest, and then when you're ready, starting to release, extending that left leg, reaching that left arm to the sky. Right hand reaches behind the back or to the heel, similarly to that camel pose, trying to twist both hips to face forward. And then coming into your lunge, curling the right toes under, send the left leg to three-legged dog, straight to the sky. Bending into the knee, and then hovering that knee behind each wrist into an L shape, coming into your pigeon pose, squaring off your hips, drawing that right leg back with an inhale, sitting up tall. And then exhale, melting down towards the floor or to the ground, coming into your sleeping pigeon pose. Melting away any tension in the hip with every inhale and every exhale. Coming into your own little bubble, listening to your body for any messages that it may have. Taking a deep inhale, slowly peeling yourself off of the ground. Exhaling back to your pigeon pose, curling the toes under. Send that left leg to the sky once again in three-legged dog, lowering down to downward dog, before shifting forward to your tabletop and threading that left arm underneath the right, and then opening the chest to the sky. Inhaling underneath, and exhale, opening to the sky once again. This time bringing the arm behind the back, looking over the shoulder, opening up the chest, holding here. And beginning to draw that right foot forward into your lunge, right elbow on the inside of the knee, drawing that left leg back, twisting the chest and the face to the sky. And then maybe reaching underneath that thigh, coming into the bind with no force, just simply twisting that chest to the sky. This is more about chest opening and heart opening than it is about the shoulders. Focusing on creating more space in the heart, and then slowly releasing, coming to that modified, extended camel pose, both hips face forward, shining that chest to the sky. On that exhale, bringing yourself into your lunge, curling the toes under and sending your right leg to the sky in three-legged dog. Feeling that deep stretch and extension before slowly bringing your knee forward behind each wrist, coming to your pigeon pose on the right side. Avoiding leaning too far to the right, squaring off both hips before coming down into your sleeping swan. And just noticing the difference on this side of the body, giving it equal care, equal patience, and equal grace for whatever may come up. Clearing any creative blockages to your self-expression as you stay here on this side. Taking a deep inhale and a full cleansing exhale as you slowly bring yourself out of your sleeping swan and sweep that leg in front of you, coming into cow face pose. Taking your left hand, reaching for your right ankle, and stacking your left knee on top of the right bent knee. Your left leg can stay straight, or you can bend both knees on top of each other, drawing that left ankle in alignment with the right. I'm just shifting here to show you from a different angle. Keep your shoulders down, palms facing up, pressing right arm over left, and then bringing the palms together, thumb to third eye, melting towards your knees. Coming into your own little bubble, listening to your intuition, and breathing deeper into the hips. Where can you surrender the beliefs, the doubts, and limitations that are holding you back from being the fullness of who you are meant to be? Lengthening your inhale and extending your exhale. Full breath in, full breath out. Beginning to draw your head back up, unraveling the arms and bringing the hands to the ground. Starting to unravel the knees, bringing your feet as wide as your mat. Windshield wipe your knees from side to side, bringing them all the way down to the ground, twisting the body. And extending your right leg and drawing that left knee on top of it, stacking the knees, alternating to the other side. You can begin by drawing the knee close to your chest or lowering it down on top of that extended leg. And if you're comfortable, sweep it around to your full cow face pose, crossing the arms on top of each other, opposite arms this time, thumb to third eye, and then folding forward over the knees when you're ready. As you breathe deeper here, declare in your mind, I call back my power from all people, places, spaces, times, and dimensions to me now. Breathing in more creative, authentic expression and letting go of any blockages, any insecurities, any limitations. Staying deeply in tune with your breath. Taking a full inhale, and then on your exhale, beginning to bring the arms apart, unraveling the legs, and windshield wiping the knees once again with the feet as wide as a mat, bringing the knees down to the ground from side to side. Beginning to bring the knees back to center, pressing your hips up to the sky in your reverse tabletop, fingertips face forward with a bent, and lifting the chest and face comfortably, squeezing the inner thighs closer together, engaging the pelvic floor, and maybe even extending both legs to reverse plank, and then slowly lowering down, flexing the feet, inhaling both the arms up to the sky, and exhale, forward fold, lengthening the spine, draping the belly over your thighs, relaxing into the pose. Lifting your chest and lengthening the neck, and exhale, going deeper. The kinder you are to your body, your mind, and your spirit, the more your outside world will reflect back to you the same self-respect, with greater opportunities for connection and experiences. Let's bring ourselves forward into boat pose, bending the knees, scooping the belly in, keeping the core engaged, maybe even raising the legs to teaser for an added challenge. Breathing deep, and then slowly beginning to shift down for the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, coming all the way down to the ground, hugging your knees into chest, rocking around in a circle, massaging your spine, keeping your head and shoulders glued to the ground, and coming over to supine twist, knees stacked together to the right as you extend your left arm, looking over your left shoulder. Your supine twist is incredible for anchoring all of the heart-opening work that you've done here. Melting further into the ground, softening as much as possible, slowing down the breath, beginning to shift yourself over to the opposite side, looking in the opposite direction of your knees as you extend that right arm, looking towards it, feeling the chest rise on your inhale and the belly expand on your exhale, boosting your immune system, and clearing the lungs and the heart. Starting to bring yourself back into center, drawing the knees back into chest, and then coming into your happy baby, elbows on the inside of the knees, head and shoulders to the ground, reaching for the inside of your feet or the ankles and rocking from side to side, or even extending the legs fully to get a deep stretch in the hips, before coming all the way down to your final resting pose, your final Shavasana. Taking a full body breath in from the toes, the legs, the torso, the neck and throat, and exhale, sighing all the way out as you settle in, allowing yourself to rest, receive, and integrate the codes of new DNA that you've created here from all of your movement and hard work, as you tune in deeper, focusing on gratitude and self-reflection for these last few moments of peace, quiet, and stillness. At this time, if you are skipping Shavasana, you may skip ahead to the number shown on the screen. Beginning to draw awareness back to your body, maybe wiggling your fingers or your toes as you bend the knees, bringing that right arm up overhead and coming over to your right side in fetal position, keeping your eyes closed, anchoring that shift in your mind, body, and spirit here before slowly pressing yourself all the way up to a comfortable seated position at the top of your mat to close out your practice. Settling back in, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your belly. Taking a big inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. May you feel strong in spirit, light in your heart, and balanced in your body. From my heart to yours, namaste. If you enjoy this practice, please make sure to give the video a like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow and receive more videos on all things self-development. Until next time, Stay golden.